Good afternoon, everybody. As always, if you can let me know if you can hear okay, would be handy. Hello, good steak dinner. Gerard, good. Hello, Pat. Hello, Chris. Hello, Jason. Hello, hope you're well. Whether any rugby's on today, you will have your eyeballs on that. If so, Imri, hello, Barry, Johnny P, Damo. I've not had time to go and get any Damo. I've been mouth watering ever since. Robbie, Nitesh sort the badge out every week. Ian Finch and Andy Edwards, hello. Paul Hill, hope you're well. Stu B, hope you're all well. Probably getting all excited. Darren, Richard, Ken, hello. It's Saturday, Ken, stay with us. Dave K, hello. Jed, hello. Steve Elliott up the barrow, having a bit of a wobble, Steve. I was expecting him to push on. Zibby, old Martin's here, cheering on the old Lincoln. Ian Roberts, hello. John C. Mark Cardiff, Mark, hello. Can see in here, Ken, good. Shem, Gaz. Oh, Shem, hope you're well. Matt, hello. Hope you're well. Right, hello, everybody. Michael Rang, hello. Right, we're going to do a little bit of AI list. We're going to look and see if any 1.5 games qualify. I'm going to show you something I'm working on again for people. I gear a lot of this now and will be gearing it towards the in-play tool because obviously this is for in-play trading, these sessions, and it will be, when we looked at the membership, about 60% just want set and forget and not much time. So sort of 40% have got time to do some in-play trading, and that is really what these sessions are about, giving you a way to do that, try and get you a bit of structure to it. Afternoon, Sam, it is. I don't know where you live, son, but 2:16 this afternoon where I'm from. Just stop oil. So we're going to have a bit of the in-play tool up, a bit of the trading shortlist up, and I'm going to show you something I'm working on for late goals, which has been really interesting, actually. I've been putting a load of data together. Should we start with that? I don't think there's anything desperately coming up now. We'll have a look at the 2:30 kickoff. So let me bring this in and then we can sort of explain bits. So this is the in-play tool. It's live. A good few of you are using it now. You're well aware of it. And really what we're trying to do, the output I'm absolutely happy with. We're not going to be changing what it does, how it operates. It's got 4 algorithms running, checking score lines, checking game states, checking XGs, and those algorithms run, go and get the Betfair price and show value, etc. in all the markets. So this week for users, if I take myself out of it, he says wrong one. This week for users, we have added this shortlist, which I've talked about before and shown on here. So this basically looks at all the games that are on that day and finds high confidence trading methods across 6 markets: home gains, first half goals, first half 1.5, over 1.5, over 2.5, and second half goals. It gives you a little brief on how you should play them. We can collapse that arrow down and then it lists all the games on screen. If I focus on that there, with basically match time, home team, what league it's in, what the home odds are, what the over 2.5 odds are, and it's got the form in there as well, and we can filter that. So if we just wanted to look at games that are 100% plus, then we can do that. If you wanted to look at games that are 100% plus and say just over to trade over 1.5, then you can do that and you'll get a list of those on screen. And we can export that to Excel. So I'm going to come back to that bit in a minute. We'll be exporting it to Excel. So the next thing I'm looking to add is what is everybody's favourite type of goal. It is a late goal. If you follow social media, you'd think they happen pretty much all the time. And they don't. They happen round about 40% of the time. And what we want to be able to do is find an edge when they do happen and play them. Now, obviously, when we go to the in-play tool, we've got whether there's going to, you can see the match clock here coming up, and you can see whether there's value on another goal as well. So you can do it that way. What I'm trying to do is get to a stage where we've got perhaps a pre-built list that we can look and see if there is any potential for some late goals. So what I have been doing, you've got to have the data in the first place. I need to stop that share. Hold on a minute. Bring me back. stop that share and bring this one in. Here, let's make it bigger. There. So what I've been doing here is every day now I analyse all, well, we got 4,000, as of this morning, 45,198. So you can see I ran this at 1:13 UTC, whatever time that was. And this basically looks at every team individually and lists them uniquely for that league. So if we go down to the Premier League as an example, just because it's easy to show, we've got Luton, who played 19 games in the Premier League, so they're only up once, and then you've got Luton in the Championship, where they played 17 games, or sorry, League One, where they've played 17 games because they're in that league now, and 76 games in the Championship. So it breaks the teams down to unique to that league. It then tells you how many matches we've got in the database for that team, how many, and these are all based on home teams only, and then how many of those games had a goal after 80 minutes. And it breaks it into a percentage and an implied odds. So obviously we can see teams here like Luton don't score a lot, or their games don't seem to feature a lot of late goals overall. Odds of 4, so 25%. You can instantly sort of say, I don't really care what that shows, I'm not getting involved. And then we've broken it down, or I've broken it down by odds brackets. So how many games have they got where over 2.5 was odds on? Luton have only got 8. Only one of those had a goal. 12.5%. 68, the 8 then, they were over 2.5 and goal 80 minutes. And the final one is the one that I kind of use, is what happens when the odds move in, when the over 2.5 odds move in. So I've got this all on team level. And what I basically do then, I can look, I mean, if we just want to see who is the absolute worst team for, hang on a minute, go right across to the start. The absolute worst team for late goals. Let's just do the Brentford's there, but they've only got small number of matches. So let's go for greater than 20. So don't matches greater than 20, and see the teams that you should avoid. 19%. Who on earth is that? Maritimo, there you are, Maritimo in Portugal. 41 matches in the database in the Primeira, because we don't do any other league in Portugal. Only 8 had a goal, 19%, 5.13, and then 6 of those were odds on. None had a goal, 35, and even when the odds moved in, 8, and only 2 had a goal, 25%. So this is going to be something that the next phase of this for me will be to get it into the website and into the data site, and then to highlight games playing that day at home, and we'll have sort of markers on it. So for me at the moment, I'm doing where we've got more than 20 games, greater than 20 here, and then over here greater than 20, so where they've got more than 20 matches moved in as well. So I just have those 2 filters on there, and then basically what I'm looking at then is implied odds over here. If I go less than 2, then we start to build up a little picture of games and teams that might offer a bit of value to get involved in late games. I've highlighted Dortmund because they are the only ones playing at home today that meet my shortlist in effect. Dortmund are home to Bayern Munich, and Dortmund, if we can see there, Dortmund overall have 1.67, 60% of their home games have a late goal, and 58 holds up quite well. It actually drops down a bit when odds move in. 58% have a goal. Most of them you see those go up, but Dortmund's one there, but it's still 1.7. So if we could get a nicer price than 1.7 if the odds have moved in later on a late goal at Dortmund, 81, that's the sort of thing I'd be looking at. So that's kind of the next phase of what I'm going to try and filter into displaying on the website, just to help those people who like to trade late goals. There are certain teams, as you can see, like Maritimo, that doesn't matter what the numbers show, you want to avoid, and there will be teams in here. I don't know who's the best team for a late goal. Who's got the best percentage for a late goal? 73%. It's going to be a small number of games. 19 games, Watford. There you go. They've probably sacked their manager straight after as well. 73% of games of Watford's home games have had a late goal. That must have been Watford in the Premier League, I imagine, when they were letting in goals for fun. That's the thing. We just have to check the league. Yeah, Watford in the Premier League, so not Watford in the Championship. Probably a different scenario. Watford in the Championship. Look at that difference, only 29%. Incredible. You can look at Dutch late games if you want to, Sam. I'm just going to do one more. Just going to do number filters greater than 20. So what I do tends to take out the single league nonsense then. And then let's see who's the best. Who is the best for late goal? Only 63%, so not very high. Zulte Waregem in Belgium. There you go. 63% of their games, home games, have a late goal. And it holds up pretty well, whether it's odds on, odds against. It actually does drop when the odds move in. Look at that one's there. That's very unusual, but 60% of their games overall. Right, enough of that. So that's the next phase. If anyone would like that as an Excel spreadsheet, perhaps I'll make that available. I'll have a think about it. But it is quite handy to look at things on a team level, because there are certain teams, obviously, the way they play, when they get expensive, and other teams who sit back and, particularly if they're leading, hold on to a 1-0 lead or whatever. Morning, Arsenal fans. How are we? Afternoon, Arsenal fans. How are we? Right. Let's get rid of that, and let's bring the... I was going to get this shortlist up. So let's get that one up. So we've got the shortlist up. I've got that up. There was nothing in the 2:30 kickoff. So basically what I've done here is export that shortlist off the website. I've then filtered it to 100% over here. I filtered it to our time window where we are now, which is 3 o'clock. 3:15, 3:30, and I've filtered it on the four methods that I tend to look for. Second half goals, which we need one on 70 minutes. First half 0.5, over 1.5 if games get to 0-0 on 20 minutes, and home gains. So I've got a nice little list there, so we can start to check: did the home team move in at 3 o'clock Coventry, or did the over 2.5 move in? We've got Doncaster home to Cardiff. For first half 0.5, we've got Ipswich, we've got Lincoln, Martin, Lincoln home gains, Martin, flipping heck. Fancy to beat Blackpool. Who's manager of Blackpool now? Is it the guy who was at Wigan? The Scousers, Motherwell, who've been in cracking form recently and playing good football apparently. They're on the list to be my Scottish team if they stop wearing that crappy yellow shirt. The Geordies, and Sheffield Wednesday, basically, I think aren't they the earliest team to get relegated? They have gone. So Southampton, Pat, must be good for a few today. Got a few the other day, didn't they? So we'll have a look at that when we get nearer to 3 o'clock for the kickoffs. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to bring the in-play tool in for the 2:30s. I've got to check a couple of prices myself. Feel free to ask any questions about anything I've said so far. Where are we? Stop sharing. Let's bring that one in. Afternoon. I see you. I'm not reacting, Dean. I'm not reacting to it, so I'm not putting it up. Not displaying your comments. Let's see where we are come May. That's all I'm interested in. Where do we get to come May? Because it may well be beautiful come May, mightn't it? Depending on what side you're on. Right, share screen, window, that one there, share. Right, let's take me goodbye again. Right, so I'm just going to quickly whack my filters on. What I do, I just unfilter that page and then I go and import. So the only game that we've got going at the minute where the over 2.5 came in is French League 2. There will be 4 trophies won, Dean. It's whether you win any of them. There will be a League Cup, an FA Cup, a Champions League and a Premier League 1. That I agree with. Como 1-1. They got off to a quick start. So the only game so far is that one, but I'm just going to pop back here and have a look at the German games. Amazing, we get some luck, don't we? But the only one that's been backed in is Leverkusen versus Mainz in the 2:30 kickoffs. I'll just just got to do a bit of work on one of my other sheets a minute. Just check that, all that's up. So we are there, Hoffenheim. Nothing. 37. Hoffenheim, no. Leverkusen, yes. Did they all move in? First off, 0.5. Over 1.5 didn't. First off, 0.5 did. Over 2.5 did. Okay. Gladbach and Werder Bremen. Gladbach. First off, 0.5 moved in. Everything else didn't. Oh, a second. Nope. Delete and Werder Bremen game. Werder Bremen. Nothing. Okay. Right, okay, we're set. Right, now I just need to load some markets up. Let's switch back to in play and we're good to go. These games will get started. Leverkusen mates, so this is one we'll be keeping an eye on for either over 1.5 first half goal. If we can get this one going, it'll be lovely. First half goal and first half 1.5. But we will see. Would you be looking at the Red Star game? Not because I'd only be playing one and done now, Andy. So if the time I would have looked at that and I was doing other stuff, I was getting stuff ready for this, would be 20 minutes. So if I'm doing one and done, so that's a late first half goal or a goal in the second half, I only look at games that are odds on over 2.5 for the 20-minute 1.5. So entering after 20 minutes, if it's 0-0, I don't mind. Then if it's, I mean, in this game, I don't know whether it was value or not, but I missed a bullet there anyway. If it was, because I wouldn't have been involved. Not saying that they might go 1-1 from here, but I don't. I only look at over. I think there's a guide up now in the room over 2.5 if it's if I'm playing my 0-0 on 20 minutes and drip back in over 1.5 goals. There's a full, for those of you in the in play, there is a linked Telegram room. It seems some people haven't joined it. Join that. In there, I posted a message about how I trade. I've also made a video and I've done these. And Greg kindly took that and put it all together. And there's a nice little PDF in there that you can read that's got stuff in it now. But predominantly what I do, if I'm doing one and done, I want it to be odds on over 2.5 and moved in. If I'm doing things like and two ahead, I want over 2.5 really to move in. That's what I kind of look at in the second half, but I'm not as strict with that. And 20 minutes 0-0, I don't mind as long as it's moved in. But you can see we've only got 2 games today, but so far you lot seem to be the curse on it. Whatever time I pick, I'm trying to stick to a rigid like 2:15, thinking it can't be like it every week. If we do the 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock kickoffs, we should get some. We had a reasonable okay last week, wasn't it? Right, so I need to just load some markets up for me. We'll just keep an eye on that. Leverkusen. Right, keep an eye on this now. Yeah, thanks to those. A lot of this, we're going to be making change. Obviously, AI is massive. At the moment, I'm going to pop back in for a minute because you can. Let's do that one. There we go. Not much happening there for the moment. We'll probably be more involved in the 3 o'clocks. But thanks to everybody who filled in the survey. We've basically gone through load of data over the last 3-4 years on FTS, how people use it, how they want to use it, how we've gone about trying to help you use it. And I'll start with us. I think we've tried lots of things, but we probably haven't done it in the best way. Probably, I think the best thing still that we did was the summer school in 21. And the overriding thing is still predominantly people who've been doing lots of different things for 2-3 years and haven't progressed. I think that would be a fair assumption of it. And that's across all sites. You might have tried Gold Profits or Betfair Trading or whatever. So it's that getting you to stick to something, which we kind of tried to do with Trading Foundations, but I think we might have to just tweak, not change it, but just tweak that a little bit more. So we're going to really try and structure stuff to help those people who've just sort of been going around in circles, not going anywhere. Time available is a massive thing. As I said, it was like 60 to 70% of people kind of just go, yeah, I want to make money punting, but I don't have any time. And that kind of is a whole new different scenario, because basically you're tying yourself to fixed odds bets, and then you're tying yourself to variance, and then when you hit a bit of variance, you give up. So we kind of need to look at that, and perhaps more automation as well to help people with the emotional side of that. And then there's people who want to trade. And I think the danger with trading is when you get things like this, the screen in front of you, there's far too much for people to do. So it's trying to get you to narrow down and do one thing and go, right, I'm going to do that method and prove to yourself you can win, and then you expand that out. So obviously we've got a lot of AI to help with selections now, and data analysis and things like that. So we'll be incorporating it more, but that's the sort of problems that I see that we want to try and solve. Feel free, anybody, to email in if there's anything you'd like us to cover going forward, or if any of what I've just said applies to you, or you feel it applies to you and what you'd like to see. Because that's what we kind of want to get set up to try and deal more with that than just sort of throwing stuff out there and hoping that people can use it and make it work. Afternoon, Nick. Hope you will. Not a massive amount happening at the minute, but we'll wait and see whether, as I say, I won't be getting involved in Red Star. I think we're going to be looking at the 3 o'clock kickoffs more than anything. Doesn't seem to be a tremendous amount of value at Leverkusen. We will see. See if that one grew up. It might be worth a little 1.5. So one of my favourite methods for people on this, and I think, again, people take something genuinely with this here. People sort of go there with this. I think it's something that people could comfortably make 8 to 10 points profit on average, I'd say on average per month, if they structured what they do and didn't dive about. And obviously you've got to have the time to do that. And kind of where I come at it, and I differ from some of the other people connected with FTS and other people we've spoken to about it, is that I'll sort that in a minute, Nitesh, that I come at it from people trying to do too much, and you give this and you get. And where I differ is the people who say they don't got a lot of time, 60, 70% of people, I haven't got time to do this. I think if you've not been getting anywhere, it's really valid that you look and go, I've put a lot of time into this, but I haven't gone anywhere. I'm not making any money. I've got better use of my time. If I showed you how to win £2,000 a month on average continually, I think people would give more time to it. Now, there's people who disagree with me on that, within our sort of focus that we've discussed it in and said, no, people, world's moved on. People aren't like me. They want to do family stuff. I'm not quite so sure. I think that if you could sit down and for 30, 40, 50 hours a month, win yourself 8-10 points on average. Being sensible, I think people would do that more. And when I look at the time people spend punting, spreading themselves so thin, trying to do so many things. I'm trying to do horse racing, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to do that. Actually consolidating, and I've said it the same thing in many ways over all the years. Do one thing well first, and you're there. Right, Nitesh, I would imagine you've probably got your filter on 0. Mine is, oh no, hang on. There. Mine is 0.75. I've been playing with this. I mean, I've shown it on 1, 0. I'm trying to just remove the 1 tick scenario. So I'm going to assume if I clear that filter, that red star was red star. Oh no, it wasn't 1 tick. You haven't got red star on yours. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's moved massively, so I don't know what you've done there. It's moved this morning massively, so I don't know what you've done there, my friend. Without seeing your screen, I have absolutely no idea, because it moved massively this morning. Looking at that, the game that was 1 tick was Guingomp. Guingomp, is that the right way to say that? I've no idea. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be any value in this Leverkusen game. Massive XG as well. Yeah, hi XG. I have no idea what you've done, Nitesh. See, it's that silly Liverpool badge you've got. Right. Waiting for the. There's going to be a. We should all have the same number. It works off the same data. If we were getting different numbers, I'd be properly panicked. I'd be driving up to wherever Alistair is and smashing his door down. It's one database, so I cannot see anything different to what you see. I have exactly the same. Well, I'm on a prototype site. If we had a new feature in, we just put it on here first so we can check it works. But the database that drives them all is exactly the same. You just have to put in the Liverpool supporter allowance at moments like this. Don't forget to watch the Spurs show when you Spurs show. Who wants to watch that? Who wants to watch the Spurs show? Not even I want to watch that. The sports show, the FTS. What a Freudian slip that was. Don't forget to watch the FTS sports show and like and subscribe. They've been good fun doing them, the couple we've done. There have been some comments on production, mic, volumes, cameras. It was a kind of off the cuff idea. Based on really me and the conversations me and Saxy have when I take people to Spurs. People enjoy watching me and him argue. So kind of that's where it evolved from. We didn't know whether we were going to continue it on, but we will be doing some more. So we will look to improve the production over time. Get a couple of people, better cameras, better mics, better backgrounds, green screens, get it all set up. You'll put it people off. Yeah, it's a fair comment. Yeah, that was a slip. That was a slip. The old Spurs show. Jesus Christ, I'm dreading tomorrow. We got any red star? Well, I don't know what you've done, you boys. I have no idea what you've done. It's impossible for it not to. If we clear the filters, remove all, click custom. It cannot not tick like it moves unless you've put something in wrong. So that is 0.75. If I set it at 0, red star still ticked. If I set it at Guingamp wasn't, because it was 1 tick. If I set it at 1, Red Star, it's impossible for it not to be. I've no idea what you're doing. You're two Liverpool fans. Oh, well, yeah, no, if you've got odds on over 2.5, then it won't do. So you're only looking at odds on games. I've expanded this because I wanted to get in some 1.5 games. That's why. So that's why you haven't got it ticked, is because you were over 2.5 was 2.4 this morning. You're filtering it on 1.99s. But I wanted to do some over 1.5s, and I don't worry then whether they're odds on. Now, at least we got to the bottom of it. Liverpool fans, can't help them. Export. Filters, removal, import, Como, Fabregas. He's going to end up at Arsenal next year when they've not won anything, isn't he? It'll be Arteta out. How's he not won anything from there? And then you'll be Absesk. Very not a lot of goals about, is there? Green got 0-0, Red Star 0-0, Pogan 0-0, all the German games 0-0. Who'd have thought Como and Rayo Vallecano would have been the two high scoring. Eight, 9 minutes. We've got the likes of Lincoln joining us, Martin. The likes of Lincoln. Some nice positive comments on the sports show. Thank you, Ian. I don't know why it puts that number on the end of it. Obviously something to do with YouTube. Emery episode 2 was really fun to watch. Sounds like a Star Wars movie, isn't it? Star Wars episode 2. No, that can't be right. I think you're making that up. What? It can't. It's not going to stick that on, is it? UF2PR because he's interacted in chat. I think you need some help, son. Just stop oil. See, Martin's interacted. No, nothing. You need to go back. Check your sources, son. Elon Musk is driving your brain nuts. See, one of the things some of you hate about these sessions, but I love, is how you've got to show patience. There's a lot of time where you just sat doing nothing. You just got to sit and let the opportunities come, as opposed to try and go and force one. That screen is offering up absolutely zero. He's talking to himself now. Look, number is over there. At that point, there, you've got no numbers, you've got no letters, nothing. I think we can go from just stop oil to giving you one of these. So what have we got?
Your cabbage mate.
VAR for corners and second yellows, 5-second countdown on throws and goal kicks, 10-second countdown on subs. Yeah, I saw all that. More changes, VAR. That's coming in, is it? Lovely. It will last about 5 minutes. It can definitely be tough showing patience when on my own and nothing is quite exactly. Yeah, but this is one of the skills of the game. That's the absolute one of the skills that people with sort of dopamine, we're charged for action, excitement, getting involved. And one of the skills is just sitting there going, I'm done. I'm going to trade 1.5 games. I'm going to wait for 0-0s on 20 minutes. Any odds where it's moved in, I'm going to drip those in, and I'm just going to sit and wait for them. And there'll be days when you get 8, and there'll be days when you get 1. You just sit. But if you did that, you'd make profit. Without doubt, 100% you'd make profit. Absolutely nailed on. So what will they bin here? So VAR and corners and second yellows. Corners, obviously easy, did the ball go out or not. Second yellows, that'll be another, just they'll make a bigger mess of that as they do red cards. The 5-second countdowns on throws and goal kicks, that will last a week before they start to ignore it. I totally agree with you, less VAR. We should all stand up and the problem you got with football is because everybody is so partisan to their club. So like you see that goal, there's Arsenal fans in here, but that goal last week that was disallowed by Spurs' second goal, disallowed. It's not a goal. It's a goal. It's plain and simple. It's a goal. You then see the one that was disallowed when Romero did the same against Liverpool, but the goal stood. And obviously, depending on what side of that argument on, so Liverpool fan, yeah, it's definitely a goal there, and Spurs fans should have been a goal, but it was crossed out. Arsenal fans, well, no, it wasn't a goal. Well, hang on a minute, if that one's not a goal, now is the one that Ekiteke scored when Romero pushed it. And until everybody just abandons that mindset and goes, actually, this is an absolute fucking nonsense, and we just really need to protest against it on block as supporters, forgetting the clubs, that's why nothing will change, because it just needs to be absolutely all of it binned off. It is all this fucking, all of it, this cam thing now that I talked about on the sports show, coming out looking like Robocop to referee a game of football. It's just absolute, it's nonsense. And I did, I openly said I thought VAR would be good for the game when it was first brought in. I watched that Russia World Cup, said it many times, looked really good. I actually can't believe what they've done to football in a real short space of time over 4 or 5 years. I can't believe that they sit there and think this is the product we want. But clearly it is, because they love all the YouTubers, aggro and all that, the gold bridges. That's who they're trying to appeal to now. They're not interested in football fans. They're interested in clicks, people being divisive, channels like TalkSport, why does anybody, genuinely, the minute you turn TalkSport on, your brain cells start to die. I haven't listened to TalkSport probably for 20 years, because I used to drive up to Spurs and I'd always have it on in the car, and just absolute drivel back then, and it's now drivel on steroids. It's got oh, sorry, Sam, we haven't got time. We're getting towards the 3 o'clock kickoffs now. He's gone off to get the YouTube term and conditions. He's typing them in about his numbers. But it's 3 o'clock, Sam. We're here for football, son. We're here for football as Simon Jordan speaks. He speaks clearly, but it's still all done just to rile people up. It's just an absolute waste of time. It's nonsense. Yeah, it won't stick though, John. You know it won't. They won't. It's like the 8-second thing. I've seen one card. Spurs first game against Burnley. Now you're saying a keeper hasn't held on to the ball for 8 seconds. Of course they have. It's absolute nonsense. It's like the corner thing. They're going to deal with that at some stage, but they were going to deal with that 5 years ago. Oh no, we're going to penalise it more. They did it for about 2 weeks. Now you have 22 players in the goal at a corner holding the keeper down. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. Right, 3 o'clock. Let's go. Let's have a look at some of these prices. So I'm going to do the sheet first, and then I'll flash it up. It's easier if I just do the sheet myself, because I can't show both screens. So I'm just going to do the trading shortlist sheet first and mark up whether any of these. I'll give you that so you can have full screen. I'm just going to go over here. 3 o'clock. Coventry Stoke. Coventry, that has moved in. Get Sky Sports news on. Okay, more crap. Coventry Stoke. Coventry Stoke. Over 2.5. Oh, look at that, hasn't. Doncaster. Over 2.5. Look at this. I mean, tell you what, you lot are an absolute jinx on price movement games. You lot. You really are. Ipswich. Home games. Has Ipswich been backed in? No. Lincoln. Have Lincoln been backed in? Of course they have. Lincoln in flying for 1.47. Surely can't get beat from there. Scousers. Nope. Flipping dearie me. Scousers. Motherwell. Can Scotland see? Yeah, the old Scots can save us with a bit of cock. They've been massively backed in. Motherwell, flipping it. 1.54 this morning into 1.39. Newcastle. Nope. About Wolves beating Villa last night, eh? Oh, Middle Earth, Battle of Middle Earth. Villa on the slide. Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday. What has happened to Sheffield Wednesday? Sheffield Wednesday. Okay. Right, so that's that one. Let me just do this one and I'll with you. Sam said Wolves were a good team the other week. Well, yeah, they got an honourable fighting draw, didn't they? Could be decisive. Right, let's just look at this here a minute. I will be with you in a sec, just when these games kick off. Coventry. Dundee Hibs. That we got an FTS Dundee fan, an FTS Hibs fan. They've gone to the game today together. There could be stories of rolling around the floor there. Dundee Hibs. Falkirk. Talking of wobbles and bottles, they are falling apart. They are. I think the amount of football that Villa have paid has caught up with them. I'll be honest. Real chance they don't get top four. I mean, United are flying. You've got Chelsea and Liverpool there. Goal at Werder, but VAR have been looking at it for what seems like 10 minutes. There we go, see. Rubbish, isn't it? Livingston. I'm nearly done. Just got another sheet I'm checking as well. Livingston. Oxford. Keep forgetting Oxford are in that. Oxford 1.9 and QPR. Okay, right, let's bring this sheet in here. Would I back Leverkusen home? Don't know, let's have a look. See, did they get backed in first? Did Leverkusen get backed in earlier? Or they did start to form a little bit of a... Yeah, there is tremendous value there. There is tremendous value there, Nitesh, to back Leverkusen and trade on a goal. If they take the lead, it's a nice little home gains potential, that one. Right, so you can see the game starting to populate now. I'm going to just swap screens a minute. So, hello, I'm back again. Can murder rock crossbow. Remove that. Add that. Stop screen plus share screen. I need to get I'm going to get a proper studio if we're going to keep doing these. So basically what I've done here, this is from the shortlist. So this is the one that the AI shortlist that is on the FTS data website. This one here, that one, I've exported it as Excel. I've filtered it to the markets I like and the times, and then the games in grey are where the price haven't moved for us. The games in yellow where the price have moved for us. So teams worth backing with a home gain strategy are Coventry, Lincoln and Motherwell. So they're 100% confidence games for home gains where the home team's been backed in, where you could back those teams and green on them to take the lead. And we've just spotted in play a good opportunity in Leverkusen, showing great value there on the home win. Teams for the first half goal, there is only one, and that is Motherwell. So if that is 0-0 on 20 minutes, I would drip back Motherwell. And in the Championship, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton over 1.5. If that is 0-0 on 20 minutes, then we would drip back over 1.5, 20, 30 and 45 minutes. So we will see how they take shape. I'm going to get this screen. I'll keep an eye on these for the minute. I will get this screen back up, which StreamYard would allow you to share double screens. But I'm going to bring in the FTS data one again. There, don't need to see me. So that's that Leverkusen game we were talking about there. 60% of the time they've gone on to win, 59%, 1.7. You can back them at 1.92. So if they took the lead, then you can do it. Yeah, Prem are doing. They will go to. It will become like Netflix over time. It will come like it everywhere. I mean, whether they can get enough out of the financial model of doing that in the UK will be another thing, but that is what they're ultimately. Every game will be televised in one way or the other, but you could see the clubs going off and negotiating their own stuff soon. It's all about the money and fuck all about the football. So games where the odds have moved in, let's just do a quick refresh on that actually. Custom export, import Burnley and Brentford, so we can keep an eye there for first half goal value. So this, hold on a minute, let me just check that before I say that. Burnley, Brentford, yeah, odds on over 2.5, so that would be one for a one and done. Tractor Boys have taken the lead. Ipswich. Look at the lack of goals though, look at this. That Verda goal got chalked off, I'm assuming then. The old VAR came in and said, no, thank you. So we'll keep an eye on the first half goal, Burnley, Brentford for a one and done. Ipswich have already scored, so that's irrelevant. Preston, Millwall will have been over 2.5. I mean, it can't possibly have been odds on, it's Preston. Preston, Millwall, yeah, 2.14. and also the XG there on a busy Saturday, less than 2. It's not something I'll be getting involved in. Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton. The market's clearly expecting Southampton to score. So there's no value in that one at the minute. Exeter, Bolton, not showing any value. Lincoln, were they odds on? Over 2.5 odds on, so Lincoln's got one and done potential. So Lincoln and Burnley have got potential for one and done as we get to 20 minutes or so. And Port Vale, Luton was odds against. That's got potential for a 1.5 after 20 minutes. Liverpool have taken the lead against West Ham. Can't say I'm disappointed with the precarious position we are in. We do not need West Ham picking up any points. So Burnley, Brentford, Lincoln we'll be keeping an eye on for one and dones in the first half later on. I'll have a look at what I'm going to do is just save me going up and down. There we go. We'll have a look at filter is true for the minute. So we'll just shorten that list up. There's every chance we'll get relegated, Damo. We're last 20 games, we're bottom of the league. We're useless. I'm not sure we'll ever be. Every chance. If they weren't called Tottenham Hotspur, everybody would be thinking they'll get relegated. It's the fact that they're called Tottenham Hotspur that people think it can't happen. Of course it can. They're fucking useless. Falkirk got off to a quick start against Kilmarnock. Motherwell 0-0. Motherwell, let's have a look. Was Motherwell odds on? Motherwell was odds on, so Motherwell. Home gains, one and done. There's a few potentials for sort of 15-20 minutes in. So we'll just let that settle down and then we can have a little look. We've got the old Lincoln fan back about chewing his nails. Falkirk flying out the blocks. West Ham fans said ideally on the last day they stay up, you go down, and Arsenal comes second. Might be worth £1 note. Yeah, it would certainly be an entertaining Sunday. It certainly would be an entertaining Sunday, depending on what side of all that you're on, of course. I'm not sure I'd be massively cheerful about it. I wouldn't mind. If we get relegated and they don't win the league, it'd be okay. Be quite entertaining. Just them not winning the league would be entertaining. West Ham Bournemouth last week. How did it end? What was West Ham Bournemouth last week? I don't know how it ended. Was it 0-0? They drew, didn't they? Or was it 1-1? I don't really pay much attention to their results, I'll be honest. It was 0-0, was it? Yeah. They're only good for Dyson Hoovers. Yeah, no VAR, exactly. No VAR. Go to some grounds you've not been to. It's got its benefits. All Falkirk goals being chalked off. I like it, Damo. Reframing things in life is the way to go. Stevenage has been a goal. Suspended 0.94. Fucking hell, a couple of crackers, aren't they? There's that Stockport FTS fan. What's this 0.94 all about? Well, Burnley Brentford's coming off the menu because Brentford have taken the lead. Keith Andrews celebrating his 6-year contract. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Yeah, no goals in Germany, nothing happening. It's rubbish, isn't it? It's funny how it all happens at the same time, isn't it? You get like 1 week they'll all be 3-1 at half time, and then this week they're managed to break my computer now. Oh, early Hibs goal. Well, it's all very well saying they're not going down. It's Spurs have won 2 games since October, I think it is. If you don't get any points, you'll go down. It's as simple as that. I'm not sure where we get points because we are shite. We're saying that we did get 1 more point in February. I thought we'd get 0 points in February, and we got 1, unfortunately, against Man City. Which does that Woolwich lot a bit of a favour. We fought back from 2-0 down. Well, we didn't really fight back. They fell apart, didn't they? But I've just no idea who Spurs would beat. Genuinely haven't. I think we're fucking rubbish. All suspended at Coventry. Looks like there's been a goal. Is it to the league leaders? So the league leaders have taken the lead. So if you did back Coventry home gains, then you can let that market settle down and remove your liability. Did anyone back Coventry home gains? Has anybody on Coventry home gains? I mentioned it from the shortlist, and I did a bit of jigging about there, but I tried to help you out. Yep, right. If we've got one, as long as we've got one, then we can play the. Yeah, we only need one. Yeah, green it up, remove your liability, green up, whatever it is you want to do. Strict rules of home games is to green up. I know there's people who like to remove their liability. Sheffield United take the lead at QPR. Suspended at Leverkusen. Need my old Jeff Stelling mate to tell me what's going on. I quite like knowing what's going on. Oh no, it looks like that's not suspended anymore. Oxford take the West Brom are in trouble, haven't they? They got Spurs, they got Warren Mason in, got themselves in all sorts of bother. Pen at Leverkusen, is it? Thank you, John. So we got Lincoln, Motherwell. Who's got the pen? Is it Leverkusen? Getting excited now. Sam's team Exeter playing Mark's team Bolton today. Possible pen, but Dundee. What? The boys are off and running. They will be rolling around once. Dundee won, Hibs won. No, he's offside, was he? Okay. Lincoln still 0-0. Sheffield Wednesday still 0-0. That then get to 20 minutes, and then we'll have a little check the state of play. Goal at Burnley, but no value in the first half. 1.5. They are superb. Then those, if you've got that in play till the early goal games where it goes 1-0, and then first half 1.5 is value. I've never seen anything like them. Absolute quality. Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Motherwell, Lincoln. Now the game's off the website shortlist. My other bits over here. Coventry have scored. What's Aberdeen? What's happening there? Anything? No, 0-0. Motherwell 0-0. Become taking the lead. Big game, Hearts. Every game's a big game in Scotland. Those top three. Okay. Let's just see these games that are of my interest there. Preston, Millwall, no. Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, no value. Lincoln, no goals, no great goals value. Keep an eye on the first half goal at Lincoln, see if that develops. Port Vale's had a goal. Stevenage, Stockport. So Stevenage, Stockport. That's 0.94. Look at it. You can't touch it, can you? Hearts, Aberdeen, Livingston, Motherwell. Yeah, incredible. You'd have got some odds getting a half time. All 4 of those 4 games being 0-0. Rack all that up. Incredible. Absolutely amazing how it happens. Amazing and annoying, obviously, if you're in the goals markets. I'm just going to have a look and see down here. Livingston, St Mirren, Motherwell. Livingston, St Mirren, Motherwell. Oh, Southampton taking the lead. There you go. Didn't take long, did it? Poor old Sheffield Wednesday are in terrible shape, aren't they? Oh, late goal at Hoffenheim. Hoffenheimen. Oh, a big few for Pat. So Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton was going to be a potential 1.5 goal game, but that's early goal. Still on the potential for a second half. So the game I'm really interested in is the Motherwell game, which was home games. But if we can look down here, you've got value all ends up getting to 20 minutes. It's on the short list. It's the first half 0.5 game from 20 minutes onwards. Again, you might want to wait. I like to wait till a price of about 1.8. But just flipping over here as well, it was odds on and backed in over 2.5. So it's a great game for one and done. So I'm going to wait and do a one and done at Motherwell. And if there wasn't a first half goal, then I would move to the over 1.5 market, because it's an over 1.5 on the shortlist. It's an over 1.5 here on value. So it's a 0.5 on the shortlist, over 1.5. I would drip that at half time and trade on goals on a 2 ahead. But there's value in all the goal markets. But I'm just going to let that get to 1.8. Tremendous value. Motherwell, Dundee United, but we will see. Everton have taken the lead at Newcastle. He's having a wobble. Eddie Howe. Don't be fooled by beating Carrier Bag. We beat them once. That's how shit they are. Martin, the Lincoln fan, they've not scored in 20 minutes. He's hiding behind the sofa. Motherwell, what you could do at Motherwell is you could have a small back of over 1.5 first half goals. Is another way you could play it. You could have a little back there and then cover the 0.5 a bit later when it gets above 2. I'm going to have a little dabble on that market. So 3-0 in Germany and a late one by St. Pauli. Not used to it. So you could climb up the table, Southampton. They can get in the playoffs. You could see them come back up. I think they can leapfrog the Fairy Tale Club. Bolton have taken the lead. Mark's not in here, is he? Sammy will be upset. Exeter getting beat. And as with all these things, we're doing a little snapshot of football. I'm not saying there's going to be goals at Motherwell. I'm saying there is tremendous value based on the numbers on your screen to play Motherwell. Bodo Glimt there, another team we beat, another team we knocked over. When everybody was saying, "Oh, our run to the Europa League, oh, we only beat Bodo," no one can beat them now. Beat City, didn't they? Knocked Inter out, incredible. Couldn't roll over the mighty Spurs though, could they? 2 years running we played them, they haven't beaten us. Played them this year in the knockouts, didn't we? In the 8th thing, whatever the nonsense is at the start of Champions League now. We're massive. Just massive shit. Rivington have scored, yeah. That was funny the other night. Your Rivington Brewery sweatshirt. Motherwell, if you weren't doing the first half 1.5, tremendous value to start dripping a first half goal at Motherwell. So it's value here, and it's on the website as an AI trading shortlist game, flagged up this morning. But it is the old pointless league and anything can happen. But all I'm saying is it's a great op. It's a great opportunity, Motherwell. Sheffield Wednesday, that's a second half goal game. Southampton, Sheffield Wednesday as well. Oh dear. Liverpool 2, West Ham 0. People trying to ring me. I thought I got my do not disturb on. I didn't think your phone worked if you had that on. Leave me be, it's 3 o'clock on a flipping Saturday. I haven't got that, it's just one of mine. It's actually a gooner ringing me. just have to block him. That little final place in the top four is going to be quite interesting. Liverpool, Chelsea, United, Villa. Not more interesting than it looked like it was going to be a few months ago. Lincoln have gone back. Look, Lincoln are moving into value territory in play now. They weren't earlier, but they're moving into value territory. Well, they were just checking up, driven off a bridge since last week. Burnley 0, Brentford 2. Bad day for teams at the bottom. We've got a Fulham fan. We won't beat Fulham tomorrow. Fulham will beat Spurs tomorrow. Lump on. Oxford 2, West Brom. We're throwing it away after playing full strength versus your side in the Pointless Cup. Yeah. Did Stevenage get chalked off? Oh, it did. Hold on a minute. Stevenage was a good potential. We're a bit late, but I like this. Oh no, I rolled it out because of the low 0.94. That's it. I knew there was a reason I'd rolled it out. When you got a game, the 6-game XG is less than a goal. You just don't trouble yourselves with it. Just ignore it. We can add another filter there and go XG is greater than 2. And then you get rid of all the nonsense like that might get you excited. Cardiff taking the lead, Martin. Cardiff have taken the lead over Doncaster. Looks like they're running up the league. Pressure's on. Still tremendous value. A goal at back to normal service has resumed. Still tremendous value at Motherwell, by the way. A full 17 minutes left of marvellous value. Ideally, Motherwell take the lead. Falkirk have got their second. League's not over in Feb. It's not, Martin. It's not. No, you're quite correct. But you do eventually run out of games. You gotta try and close that gap. You can't let them just keep winning. You gotta get yourselves up there. I don't know what the difference in points is, but you got a few to make up, haven't you? Are they due to play each other still? Have Lincoln got to play Cardiff? And if so, where? Is it at Lincoln or is it at Cardiff? Oh, you're playing next week? Oh, there you go. Stevenage have gone at Stockport, have taken the lead. Ignore the XG. No, don't ignore the XG. Long term, low XGs. Oh, you play them next week at Cardiff. Massive. That's a huge game then. Massive. Oh, we better do a live when that's on, haven't we? We better cover that. We might have an FTS watching. See if Damo can get a live stream sorted out for us. Mansfield 2, Wimbledon 1. Hearts have taken the lead. Hearts have taken the lead. Big goal in Scotland. That's on Sky. Well, my pirate friend. What you should do really is you should go, Mark, and you should I can get you in as a guest presenter into this, so you could be at the stadium. doing it for us. Millwall taking the lead against Preston. Preston is one of the worst places I've ever been, and the football is just super drab, isn't it? He's going 12:05. We might have to go live 12:30 next week. Mark's live in the stadium. Massive game. Preston was great fun. Preston was nothing but depressing. Genuinely, apologies to people who live there. It's one of the worst places I've ever been in my life. What do you mean? So you're saying that as if that's good? Sold nearly all out. You should sell all your allocation. It's a top of the table battle. You should have coach loads going up there. Fairy tale have taken the lead. Good day for Wales. Are you going, Martin? I'd expect. You should be on a coach up there. Right. Oh yeah, go and sit next. I love this. Sit next to each other. That'd be great. Rotherham suspended. Armchair these days. Here we go. See. So where's the fun in that? Open this up for Sheffield Wednesday. Southampton is on the list as a second half goal. If there's no goal by 70 minutes, Newcastle have equalised. Sheffield United 2-0 up at QPR. West Brom won back. They sacked another manager, haven't they, West Brom as well? Am I right in that? They got rid of Mason, didn't they? Get an American guy in. They sacked him as well. They're on their knees. ABS was odds against. Yeah, little game for a 20-minute 1.5 there. Barcelona Real Madrid was 1.28. Barcelona Villarreal was 1.28 this morning for over 2.5. So I won't bother with that. Nice little Motherwell opener now. Oh, Everton, Newcastle equalised. Everton straight back in the league goal. All of a sudden, Everton can find the net. Spurs have become the new Everton. Burnley 0, Brentford 3. Christ almighty. Burnley get rid of Parker. Dyche goes back to Burnley. Stevenage 1-1. Have a little patience. Leverkusen, we're on the old home games. People might have been in. Lincoln, home games at Motherwell, home games. Motherwell first half goal. Keep an eye on AVS, Falkirk, banging them in. Suspended at Motherwell. Don't know whether it's a goal, but it's suspended. Don't think it's a goal. Possible pen. Here we go. There our Damo's on the ball. Jeff Stelling. Possible pen. Pen. Possible pen. Oh. Pen. Possible pen. Pen. Possible pen. VAR having a look. I'm assuming no, because it's not suspended anymore. Oh no, Motherwell 1-0. Is it a goal? Penalty confirmed. Goal. There we go. Beautiful. Now, this is beautiful. If it's all confirmed by you boys, there's only one thing for it. See? This is what you call rewarding patience. And if you're on the first half 1.5, you've now could be in a lovely little position. If that opens the old floodgates. Home gains, clear your home gains, green up. See, all that sitting doing nothing, and then you just have to, it's all about patience, this game. If people just had a bit of patience. Oh, I did one of his lives, he doesn't fucking do anything, fucking rubbish. Fucking talks a load of shit, fucking rubbish. Don't mind him talking shit if there's something that we're doing. If you want to remove your liability, those of you on the 1.5, if you got in at a decent price, that you can remove your liability at 3.45. Lincoln, look, Lincoln, somebody check on Martin's heart. Look at that. See, all of a sudden, Lincoln, Motherwell. Who's on the Lincoln home gains? I only need one. Lincoln home gains, anybody? Get in. He's got. Do you just have a button that says get in, Martin? Like, you don't have to even type it. You've just got one, like, shortcut key. Get in. Lincoln home gains. Okay, lovely. Beautiful. Lincoln home gains, Motherwell home gains, Motherwell first half 0.5. All of a sudden, who needs Germany? Fuck them. I'll tell you what, I'd love another one at Motherwell. How long we got at Motherwell? 5 minutes left. All of a sudden, see, all that stuff you're waiting for, now you just chillax. We're going to keep an eye on AVS here. not for a one and done. That'll be a 1.5 because it was over 2.5 was odds against. I'll open up. We'll keep an eye on. I mean, very rare you get a lot of value in games like Leverkusen, but might have a little one. Who needs Ant and we've got Ian and Claude? That's exactly it, son. That's exactly it. It's good that trading shortlist, isn't it? It's flipping lovely. Can't do much more for you. Sort of coming around your house and pressing the buttons for you. I can't do much more. Genuinely, if you can't win using that shortlist, the in-play tool, you probably need to give the game up. If you can't make, as I say, well, who knows? I know that tomorrow, yeah, I'll come to Middle Earth Sun, press some buttons. As long as you've got hot cross buns in, you've done me up with the hot cross buns this morning. When I'm up to London a couple of times this week, I'm actually going to the Spurs game, so I'll get a packet then. Going to the Spurs game Thursday because I'm taking Scott before he moves to Australia. This will be his last game at home of football, and up there Wednesday as well, I think. Double trip to Marks and Spencer's St Pancras for hot cross buns. So this time next week I'll be twice the size. Ipswich 2, Swansea 0. Ian Fincham doing cartwheels. See, I love it. I think of you all. Martin's happy, Ian's happy, Mark's happy. You're winning a few quid. What a way to spend a Saturday afternoon. It's lovely, isn't it? Oh, and Mark's double happy because Ipswich are beating Swansea. What was all that Snoop Dogg nonsense about? Amazing, isn't it? Mate, I've really struggled with the concept of Ken and Nitesh are happy here. Yeah, Ken and Nitesh are happy. Nick Ansell's not happy. Of that worshipping celebrity sort of stuff. I really do find it just a really strange human sort of behaviour. But I don't know how much money he's stepped close to the land of shite. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how much money he's put in and whether it will make a massive difference to Swansea Football Club. But the hero worshipping, I just find all a bit bizarre. Motherwell, Dundee, beautiful. Oh, Liverpool 3-0, flipping heck. West Ham in all sorts of bother. Oh well, never mind. So, those of you like 2 ahead, you can see here Leverkusen, it's value for 2 but not for 1, so that's why I rule that out. Doesn't interest me when it's I want to see value for the single goal as well. We might if Nick Defo isn't happy. No, he's not. Nick's not. I didn't think he would be, Nick. You notice I don't do these when Spurs are on because I'm not going to be happy tomorrow afternoon. Who have Forest got this weekend? Who do they play? Is it someone difficult? Strange old choice that, getting rid of Dyche. That bloke's a flipping nut job, isn't he? No matter how much... Oh, away at Brighton, okay. No matter, that'll be a tough game. No matter how much Snoop puts into the peg sellers, all they will do is upgrade their caravans. I can't have stuff like that on our broadcast. It's upgrade their caravans. Oh, St Mirren have bagged a late one. Livingston have scored, yes. No, well, St Mirren have scored. St Mirren have taken the lead at Livingston. Is it Old Firm this weekend? Is that on as well? Is it Rangers Celtic this weekend? I'm a bit out of the loop. I've had a bit on family wise, so I've not really been paying attention to what's going on. Yeah, Celtic Ray it is tomorrow. I thought it was. Couldn't remember whether it was this week or next week. Hearts aren't stopping, are they? To be fair to them. Arsenal have scored. Anybody was on at 1.24 for over 2.5 or whatever nonsense it was. Now the Germans have scored. Werder Bremen have just taken the lead. Everton winning, Tranmere winning, Liverpool winning. Yeah, good day for Merseyside. Don't normally like to see Liverpool winning, Ken, but it's not a game I don't mind today so much. Don't mind quite so much today. Oh, Saints 2-0. Saints 2-0 up. Pat's happy. Everybody's happy today. Everybody's cheerful. All bar Nick. Everybody's having a good day. Tranmere don't count. They are plastic scousers. Got a bit of anti-Tranmere chat going on. Johnny PR5F, he's like something out of Star Wars. Didn't get the jackpot 1.5 at Motherwell, but can't be greedy. Can't be greedy, can't have it all. Tranmere don't count, they are plastic scousers. Right, I'm just going to look here. Oh, Burnley have got 4 goals at Burnley. Who'd have thought that? Hoff and Lev need to pull their fingers out. I'm just looking at that. Remember that sheet, for those of you who've been here since we started this, I know it might feel like days ago. Leverkusen, I'm just looking at Leverkusen's 80-minute goal percentage. It is nothing of anything exciting, I'll be honest. Oh, Stoke City have got an equaliser. Have a comfort hot cross bun, Damo. Zaragoza, 0-0. Just need to check it. I'm going to check a price a minute. going to remove all those for the minute. I did. Like Liverpool fans who aren't from Liverpool, Ken, 90% of them. I'd say it's more than 90%, probably 95%. Da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Right, we'll have a look at what we got for the second half. We'll have a little look at a bit of value in a minute. Oh, you wanker. That's more like it. Right. Let's see what's happening in any of these German games. Hoffenheim, no. Leverkusen, no value. Gladbach didn't get backed in, bit of value on goals. The Bremen, no. Nothing there. Right, then we'll look at the second half. And AVS, this game here, it's just under. Just look to see if this gets to a bit of value for over 1.5 dripping. Lovely XG 3.2, over 2.5 was backed in, but we just haven't quite got the 5% value. So we'll just see if anything happens there. It's teetering on the brink. Only 3 games in, only 2 games in the English football 0-0. Reading 0-0 and Wigan 0-0. Vara looking at, yeah, that's why it's all gone a bit pear-shaped there. Motherwell, look at this, here we go. Look, in-play member, look at that. Ignore the vowels in his name, he's pronounced Gerd, apparently. Gerd. It's not Gerds, but his name's Gerard, isn't it? We all know it. But in the throes of Northern Ireland, they don't use that. But look at this, 14th consecutive win on in-play, one and done. Awesome. Well done, son. Pleased for you. I is pleased for you. Ken's still on about Tranmere. Just stop oil, 8 in a row. Ken, Tranmere, you always keep an eye on Tranmere's results from the days when Tranmere used to play Friday night at home and we used to jump on the ferry, go and watch them. There you are, see, he doesn't think they're plastic. He used to go, Johnny. He's one of them plastic Liverpool fans. See, Tranmere really just follows Liverpool because they were winning a few things. You dig into all of it, you get there eventually. I'm just going to see if this game at AVS presents any value. It's not looking like it. We've got Southampton moving into the second half. Southampton was the only 100% to qualify for a second half goal. So if they don't get a goal by, if there's no goal by 70 minutes in the second half, drip back in one at Southampton. Germany up here, nothing happening. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, bum. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Repeat, sing after me. A few bot 1.5 bets in Germany. Useless. Still plenty of time to go, mind. Gladbach got 1-0. Gladbach 1-0. Here we go. The goals are flying in everywhere. Marching into the championship. Yeah, that's a fair point. It's fair. It's fair, Mr. Silver. It's fair shout. I'll be able to go and watch him at Cardiff, Lincoln. See, be great, wouldn't it? See if Martin can get out of his armchair to come and watch Spurs let's watch Lincoln in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think I'm paying £1,600 for a championship season ticket. They sent the season ticket renewals out last Saturday before the North London derby. Absolutely no shame whatsoever. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club sent the season ticket renewals out and had the audacity to put in it. There was a load of uproar last year because they classified more games. They do like ABC, so your A's, so West Ham, Arsenal, and they made Newcastle an A-rated game last year, which it never had been. I think Newcastle and Villa. And they sent the season ticket renewals out last week on the Saturday. I genuinely couldn't believe it landed in my email, and they did a little thing about what they're doing, and they said we're freezing prices. So they're going to keep. So they're not. We'll lower price if we go in the championship. We're freezing prices, and Newcastle will not be an A game next season. I thought, no, it probably won't be because we won't be fecking playing them. We'll be playing Lincoln and Cardiff. What will they be rated as? But got some front sending it out. That's chalked off at Mönchengladbach. Sending it out the day before the North London derby when you're flipping whatever we are, 15th, 16th in the league. And then when they did the draw yesterday for the Champions League, they billed for the ticket, sent an email saying we're billing you for the ticket for the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. Don't even know what day or time we're playing. They're just so into grabbing your cash, that football club. Absolute wankers. Renew your season ticket now. Newcastle won't be an A game. They're not giving you any discount. Incredible, absolutely incredible. We'd be really interested to see the renewal numbers at Tottenham over the next month or so. I can't remember what date the closing date is, but I'd be really interested to see if they did go down, what they do with the price. Having sent it all out, people paying £1,500, £1,600 to watch Tottenham in the Championship. Well, Damo, you were right about Germany, son. Looks like the old must be goal scorers bank holiday. Oh, incredible. Mainz have taken the lead. Mainz have taken the lead against Bayer Leverkusen. Well, that'll kick their arse into gear. Wankers. That game didn't turn into any value. AVS. Let's do a little quick shuffle here. Goldfest in Germany. So second half potential. Southampton is 100%er, so we know that one, but that depends on there not being a goal. Burnley Brentford's done at 1-3. You can see there's no sample size. Ipswich Swansea was odds against. Lincoln Blackpool no value. Port Vale Luton. I think that was, let's just see, Port Vale, Rotherham and Stevenage. Let's just have a quick look there. Port Vale was odds against. Rotherham was odds on. So Rotherham Plymouth. Rotherham Plymouth has got one and done potential or two ahead potential a bit later. Barcelona Villarreal 3-0 up. The old Yellow Submarine there. I mean, they were terrible when they came to Spurs. Rubbish. Motherwell might be some value on second half goals as we move through the second half. Scotland Orient might be a little bit of value. Oh, that's been chopped off at Barca. We can sit and roll on. He's not value anymore, Leverkusen. They were tremendous value. I'm just checking some other prices for bits I've got. Heerenveen. Ren. Nothing. What time is it? Okay. Let's get you back. Heerenveen, I've just discovered. Oh no, it's been chalked off. What's chalking off going on? I've got 4 goals being scored on my Football 24. 3 of them have been chalked off. Oh, Motherwell, now you get your second just after half time. See, if you'd nicked that on the 45th minute, we'd have been moonwalking. We'd have been doing the old moonwalk. Marching into the championship, eh? Flipping dearie me. Right. Nothing value-wise late goal. Small sample size at leather. Let these second halves get underway. Supposed goal at Motherwell. Yeah, I think it's 2-0. No decent stats for Germany. Late goals, no. All Cardiff straight out the gate. Another one. Cardiff. No, nothing of any. Nothing to get excited about at the minute. Just little Leverkusen equaliser would be nice because that could give us a little bit of excitement then to nick the home gains back. There is nothing much of. Bluebird, here we go. Firing on, keeping the pressure up. 0-0 at Zaragoza. I want a surprise. Segunda. The goal fest that is Segunda. Oh, Burnley 2, Brentford 3. Burnley have got 2 back. Cancel Keith Andrews 6 year. Cardiff showed a loss of 35 million, did they? Madness. Game's absolutely gone. I think West Ham's figures terrible. Yes, I haven't looked into them, but I just saw a headline that their finances looking an absolute mess. Just losing. Oh, well, West Ham got one back. Comeback's on. Come back on at Burnley. Come back on at Liverpool. Let's get back to there now. 3-1 West Ham. Genuinely not much going to be happening now until we get towards sort of 65, 70 minutes. And then we can have a look at some second half value. That little flurry of action around the Motherwell and Lincoln goals, and then it's all gone. This is what you do, see? You all go a little bit quiet, sit down, chew your fingernails. Cardiff, 35 million. Dylan Lawler being watched by all the big clubs from all over Europe, see? You have to take your word for that, of course. scored in front of 3,000. You've taken 3,000 at Doncaster, have you? Keep that bridge open so we can let them back and then we'll close it. I'm down that way in a couple of weeks. Got a couple of southwest visits this year. Your wife having family down there. Suspended at Heerenveen. I don't know whether it's a goal or not. Suspended at Newcastle. Heerenveen, according, if it doesn't get chalked off anybody on a first half goal there or anything, they have taken the lead and suspended here at Newcastle, Everton. Who scored for West Ham? Suchek. I imagine if they go down, I couldn't see. I imagine Bowen will be on his way. I'm going off these Germans here. It's just amazing. Always amazing in football how it all happens at once. You just get a week where, load of goals, and then you get a week where none of the teams can score. It all just seems to happen at the same time. That is the game. Thank you all for joining as well. Keep me company on an afternoon when it's all a little bit quiet. Just quite nice chatting away to myself, knowing that two of you are paying attention. Right, let's get into having a look. I'm just going to get some filters on again rather than having all that. There's nothing doing in the German late games, so I'm not interested in them. Let's import that. Let's click custom. So we've got true greater than 2. Let's see if there's any second half opportunities here. So Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, we're just going to wait and see if that gets another 15-16 minutes. That's 100%. Ipswich. Ipswich is a bit of value. Was that odds on? Burnley we're not interested in. Was Ipswich odds on? Ipswich, yeah, Ipswich potential, 1 and done. So we got Ipswich potential, 1 and done. You get your pen out. Normally have me, what do you call it? Me quick book, but didn't have time for that. Sheffield Wednesday were on. Lincoln, no value. Port Vale, Luton, was that odds on? Port Vale, Luton, no. No. Livingston, St Mirren, I would be surprised if that was odds on. No. Motherwell was. And Hearts was. So Motherwell is 1 and done potential. Hearts was low XG. Heerenveen, home games. They do have a lot of goals in Holland, not so many in Germany these days. So we've got Ipswich potential for 1 and done. Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, we need to get 70 minutes without a goal, and that's 100% at a 888 goal. and Motherwell, we had first half success, and there may well be further late goal one and done success. So these games, I'd like to let them get up to sort of 1.8 and see how they are. Cardiff have scored again. The 3,000 fans will be beside themselves. They're probably singing champions by now. With Lincoln desperately trying to grab their coattails, go, hang on a minute, it's not over. I imagine it'll be all over next week if Cardiff win. Sam Clay left us. Gonna have a sit-in on the M25. Just make them look extra glue. I don't like it when you go quiet, son. You're normally popping up. You're quite active, aren't you? Got to be always active. Well, Germany is a rampant disappointment, see. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday got one back, so that chalks that off the surely not, Pat. You can't give up 2 goals to that lot. I know you are a club who you do like to give up leads, but you can't give up to Sheffield Wednesday, surely not. So that means that is no longer a qualifier on the second half goals, because it's if no goal by 70 minutes. So let me just change my sheet there. Scabba-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where are they? Falkirk are giving Kilmarnock an absolute pasting. So that Lincoln won home games, Motherwell won home games, Motherwell won first half goal. The 100%ers on the trading list have had a lovely little day so far. Wigan have taken the lead, the boy will be happy. So that one's off our list. So we're down to Ipswich and Motherwell, whether they remain any value over the next 10-15 minutes for late goals. And then I'll let you all go and have a cup of tea and a scone or a hot cross bun. And anybody who says scone can kindly hang up now and disappear. What's the like? Oh, Leeds Man City is the late game in the Premier League, is it? And this looks like good value for 2 ahead as well, this game here. AVS versus CD-ROM. That'll be one I'd sort of wait till 50-55 minutes and then drip in if it's still like this. So we can just drip 2, cover 1, late 1. Beautiful. Well, Leverkusen, the old Leverkusen home gains, been a bit of the only disappointment. Cabbages. German football in general, cabbages. 0-1, 0-1, 0-0, 1-0. Oh, Exeter 2, Bolton 2-0. Can Bolton catch Lincoln? Always finish well, Bolton. Finished the season strong. Burnley 3, Brentford 3. Unbelievable. Three 0 down, Burnley. Back to 3-3. Rip that. What are they doing? Giving him a 6-year contract as well, Brentford. Absolute mental, isn't it? He's done well, don't get me wrong. He's done very well, but guy has 7-8 good months and you give him a 6-year contract. Absolutely no need for it. Giving him another 2-3 years being more than enough. It's mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. Oh, Leverkusen 1-1. Leverkusen 1-1. There's time. They do like a late goal. They love a lot. I mean, under Alonso, how many late winners did they get there? They do like a late winner. I'd laid under 1.5 as a fixed odds bet. I know that, so I'm quite happy about that one landing. I know that was one of my. I know that was one of my under 1.5s. Got a chance. So you get a bit of excitement, don't you? This is what's great about this game. You get 2 minutes of excitement now. Leverkusen might nick a winner. John C, I've just cancelled out. Are you a Burnley fan, Johnny? Just cancelled my Scotty P out t-shirt. Might cancel the order now. I just ordered my Scotty P out t-shirt. Just might cancel the order. Get the goal radar on the go. Check the dangerous attacks. Get it on the TF. Flipping dearie me. Dangerous attacks. That's what I said at the start. How many people just go round in circles doing all that? And that's the bits they're the bits we've got to fix. Those of you who've been sitting, treading water for a while, I am in your camp. Do not fear. We are coming to save you. Over the next 12 months, it's going to be a complete and utter shift. We are going to get you guys shifted. Me and Claude, I mucker Claude, with a little bit of help from Alistair. The old headmaster, he hasn't been in for a few weeks. Things going on, bless him. I just mention his name every week to see if he might suddenly pop up and go, I'm here. There'll be all sorts of cartwheels going on. The drinks will be going, beers will be going up in the air, everything if Leverkusen pulled this out of the bag. Still got to keep an eye on Ipswich here. What percentage did the sheet for? I don't know what you mean. What are you on about? Which sheet? You've lost me. Just stop. Well, I'll ask a full question with full details, not dripping bits in. I don't know which one you mean. I've got hundreds of sheets. I've got more sheets than I know what to do with. Or are you talking the sheet for late goals? 80-minute goals, that one? Oh yeah, no, I told you that they were nothing special, Leverkusen. They were for goal after 80, where it had been backed in. I thought I pulled this up, did I not? I might just look myself. Germany, Leverkusen. Leverkusen, when over 2.5 is backed in, they're only 43%, which is rubbish, really. Odds of 2.31. They're pretty much 43% across the board. Well, for late goals. They did obviously, if we did that on a season breakdown, that Alonso season when they won the league was mad. Gladbach taking the lead, nicked it 1-0 against Union Berlin. Late goal Germany. Here we go. it's nothing more than just a little feeling that we're going to see a Leverkusen winner. Nothing other than I just feel it's going to give us a bit of excitement. Hoffenheim has finished 0-1. Gladbach have nicked it right at the death. Bit of time, see? Bit of time. Play till you score. Bit like the Stockport rules, play till you score. Celtic rules, play till you score. Right, so Ipswich is getting up to levels against that fine Welsh team called Swansea. Snoop Dogg Swans. That is getting up to being a little bit of value. We're just going to get sort of 1.8 if that value holds. And the other one was Motherwell, which is similar. So they would be the two games that I'd sort of let them get up to 1.8. Have a look and see, then I can leave you them. You'll have 20 minutes for goals at both, roughly. Leverkusen have slightly saved a bit of bacon. I don't know what price. Werder Bremen have grabbed a late one. All of a sudden, Germany's waking up. Exeter got one back. I love football trading. It's just marvellous, isn't it? Wrexham still winning. Coventry still 1-1. Middlesbrough obviously must be playing another time, are they? Right, so there's value both those games at Ipswich and Motherwell to drip late goals. If you can kind of average about 2.0 on your prices, then you don't. You only need one. If you get one, you break level. If you get them both, you're in clover. Ipswich against Welsh and Motherwell to Dundee have taken the lead against Hibs. The boys, I thought they were sitting together, but they've sent me a picture of them in the stands. They're in different stands. I thought they were going to sit with each other. Oh, Liverpool have got another one. Someone check on Nick. There's only so many screens he can break. Looks like we're done at Leverkusen. Looking at the over 2.5 price now. We're getting into the realms of absolute Hail Mary. Would have been nice though, wouldn't it? Would have been a nice little bit of excitement. QPR one back against Sheffield United. It's all happening, goals flying in. That was QPR goals chalked off. Leverkusen game suspended. A shame. It was exciting for a while, wasn't it? Exciting for a little while. Got the one back. They saved the 1.5 loser anyway. Turn our attention to Scotland. I'll stay on with you. I was going to leave, but I'll stay on with this one. I don't know whether my camera, I don't know how long the camera battery will last, but we'll stay on for a bit. I think we're still going. I'm assuming you can all hear me, okay? Because we can see if we can get into the 2-8 on this half time at AVS. Oh, Southampton have got another one. Can breathe, Pat. You're safe now. Safe, home and hose, son. 1-3 Southampton. Late goal Ipswich, late goal Motherwell. 2 ahead at AVS. If we get there. And then you can all go and enjoy your day. What time is it? I need to just check the price at fair play for people. I don't know how long we've been doing this. 2 hours. Fair play if you're still here. Even I annoy myself. Oh, good. The Nags have done okay. Ipswich goal. There you go. Hang on. I would need to make sure that it's I didn't even see. I was reading your message, so you took me off the ball there. Motor Lublin. No, I just need to check a price here for Motor Lublin. First half 0.5. Okay. Gracias. Goal at Ipswich. Took me off the ball. 3-0. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Incoming. Another one and done. Jerd, were you on that one, son? Had to keep your run going? See, that was odds on over 2.5, back pre-match, XG over 2, one and dones. Hundreds of opportunities every month. Beautiful. Motherwell next. Get a little late one at Motherwell. We can kick back. Oh, Jared, come on, son. See? Stop worrying about where the vowels are in your name, son, and pull your finger out. Oh, 4-2. West Ham coming back again. Liverpool's defence crap in it these days. Always feel you can score against them. I've got a feeling they're gonna miss out on top 4. You know, Liverpool. I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna upset the old Villa fans. I think it's gonna be City, Arsenal, United, and Chelsea. And I didn't say that in order, in any order. Is Maresca? He's not in work yet, is he? Maresca. Where he'll end up next. Scabba-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Hip switch. Oh, wrong game. Livingston, there's been one. United are the form team. United are the team that's got the momentum. You're not sure about them because you're one of them plastic scousers. That's why, son. Maresca will go to Spurs. Do you think so, Pat? You think we go down having a history of taking Chelsea managers? I mean, I wouldn't say no, but do we think Livingston? He's got Livingston in as number 15. Old Jurdy's in. He's off and running. Livingston one and done. He went for the odds against. Tremendous value, though. PNC. Lovely. Pleased for your son. I had a fixed odds under 1.5 in that game as well. Livingston St Mirren. Lincoln 2-0 up. You need another one at Preston. Who's Preston? Who are they playing? Oh, Millwall. Yeah, I mean, Exeter 4-1. Flipping dearie me, Bolton. I mean, get in there. It is. Found me get in key. Everyone else has got it. Everyone else has got an enter key, QWERTY keyboard. Martin has got the old get in key. They'll get him as we're just having gone AVB. Mourinho. Are we going to go for another Chelsea manager? Pochettino's ex-Chelsea. I mean, I think that's who Spurs will be, Pochettino, just because I think they see that as a quick win with the fans. But we might not have a World Cup. How's the old FIFA man of peace getting on? Right, the AVS game is off and running, so we'll just kind of tie in nicely with the end of the Motherwell game. We can get to sort of 55 minutes there, and then Rotherham at Plymouth. Carl, we haven't had Carl in today, the old Plymouth fan. Have they got one back? No second half goals at Newcastle. Coventry 1-1. Are Iran due to play any games in the US? Aren't they due? Somebody said, I don't know whether, because I don't pay much attention to the World Cup, that they were due to be in the same group. Have they done that draw yet? Are Iran in the same group as the US? I've no idea. Yeah, they have done it, and of course they have, because people have been buying tickets. Burnley have taken the lead. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, they're not in the same group. But it's whether Iran do have, like you say, whether they have any fixtures in the. That's incredible. That Burnley coming back to win that 4-3. Or, well, not won yet, but take the lead. Truly, truly incredible. Give the manager a 6-year contract. Do, 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 do. Dundee 2, Ibs 2. The boys are going to share the spoils, maybe. Yeah, Iran are due to play in. They're due to play in the Los Angeles Stadium against New Zealand. Well, I can't see that going ahead, can you? And against Belgium. Can he see it? And Seattle. 5-2, the Scousers. Never mind. Oh, 2-2 Newcastle have grabbed a late one. Oh, Burnley goal's been chalked off. That was about 5 minutes ago. This game's, it's just, yeah, it's terrible. I mean, that's flipping a good 3-4 minutes ago that happened. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's spend 4 or 5 minutes deciding how long we've got to chalk it off. Oh, my good ladies, I'm in my office, I've got my door shut, but my good lady's cooking roast chicken. I can smell it. Flipping lovely. Lincoln 3-0. The old big boys in League One. Oh, Everton. Lincoln 3-0, son. Let's come up here. And Everton have gone 2-3 up. Perhaps it's the glue sniffing that is why you're a bit brain damaged, Sam. Get in there, is it? Get inky. I don't know how many of these I've done. I've done a lot of them. I don't know. And Martin, you've sat in on most of them. I do not know how many times I've seen you get in. Going carries. Yeah, I need a new PC, please. Go have a get in key. I don't need a space bar. I just need a get in key. Bless you. Pleased for you. I like to see you FTS boys all happy. Newcastle, how annoyed you got to be there. You get back into the game and then concede 1 minute later. Oh, away form is amazing. Shame. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Somebody's done a thing on teams. I can't remember where I saw it. 10 days ago, something like that, on the teams that have moved into new stadiums like Tottenham, West Ham, Everton, and how it's affected their home form. I mean, Tottenham is, I can't actually even believe this is real, but that when Rice was walking off last week, a Tottenham fan when they walked to the tunnel, I mean, that is all home fans, or supposedly, and a Tottenham fan took Rice's shirt, but it just can't have been a Tottenham fan. It must have been a tourist. It's just full of tourists, Tottenham Stadium. Because if you're a Spurs fan taking Rice's shirt, well, there's something wrong with you. We might as well all just fold it up, tell Vladimir to press the button, and we can all move on. Give another group a go in about 100 years' time. Oh, Ibs have nicked a late winner. Oh, the boys were going to have a beer together. They won't now. 3-2, 89 minutes. Normally it's Hibs giving them up. Motherwell look like they've just resting on their laurels, taking their foot off the gas, not bothering. He might have wanted to burn it, Pat, but the footage I showed, he looked far too cheerful about it all. Right, lads and lasses, this game here, tremendous value for a 2 ahead. Drip back in over, I'll tell you exactly how I play this, drip back over 1.5, now 55.65. If a goal goes in, remove your liability. If over 0.5 gets to 2.0x, you'll be looking around about 68, 70 minutes. Whatever you stake here, so let's, if you had 3 fivers here, 15 quid, then you'd have 15 quid when that gets to 2.0x. I've talked about that hundreds of times, but if you're new, but that is tremendous, tremendous value in this game. Hearts clinging on, Hearts just chalking up little 1-0 wins, aren't they? Just nudging along. Huge pressure on that whole firm tomorrow. Got to go and try and win it, one of them. Geordie's beat. Oh, Lincoln 4-0. Look at them, right? Look at them. Lincoln and Cardiff. Look at banging the goals in. Coventry 1-1. Are they going to get a late winner? Nice if we could get a little Charlton equaliser, would be nice. Get in. 4:43. Get in. 4:47. Get in. There it is, all in green, son. You're all in green, lit up like a Christmas tree. Does anyone? Why was that Burnley goal chalked off? What was that nonsense all about? Why did it take so long? Motor Lublin have taken the lead. It was offside, was it? One of those fingernail ones, like that one last week. Well, I'll take you to the final whistle at Motherwell and Coventry. We'll just stay on, see if Damo's team get a winner. And then I will leave you. Looks like we've got Ipswich, but we're not going to get Motherwell. And obviously I'll have left you with that AVS one. Hopefully we get a goal or two in the last half hour there. Hopefully you've had an enjoyable afternoon. Thank you for coming along and bearing with me. Probably sick of the sound of my voice. If anyone ever wants to join me live on these, we can set you up as a presenter. You can come in as well, share a bit of the chit chat. Just drop me a line, you're more than welcome. I'm sure some of you are sick of hearing from me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe the show. Like and subscribe the. I nearly said Spurs show again. What is the matter with me? Like and subscribe the sports show. If you watch that, I'm going to have to change the name of it. You're more than welcome, lads. It's lovely for you to come and keep me company, and I mean that. It's can be a lonely old game, this. He's been very quiet here, this boy. Very quiet. Sitting in the. He's like sitting. Oh, Millwall got another one. Did that do anybody any good? Preston Millwall. I mean, it's a fixture I looked at this morning when you as you're doing stuff, fixture catches your eye, and I thought that is not one for goals. Will you stop calling me? That's that Gooner again. Every time he does it, the WhatsApp thing shoots up on my PC. Everything flies off the screen. On 1.5 at Preston, no. Brighton and Fulham wins. Praying for Brighton. Yeah, I don't think you need to pray for a Fulham win, Nick. I think it will be fairly straightforward. I've absolutely no one. We can't not let goals in. You needed that, and two, we can't score. Bottom line is we're shit. As are you. We're just two shit teams. Right, Motherwell has finished, so that is done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much, and I will. I'll be back next week. We'll be doing it same again. We'll try and stick to 2:15. Good luck on the rest of your bets this weekend. As always, thank you for joining me. Oh, Dundee have got a 3-3. I said Hibs normally give one up, don't they? Just as we're going, Dundee have got 3-3. The lads can have a beer together again now. Unbelievable. Incredible. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow, next week.